Hello everyone, Howard here. I'm a watch enthusiast and I do watch reviews like these in my spare time. So if you like the video, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for your support. So today I'm doing another GMT Master 2. This one is the GMT Master 2 Oyster Steel and the Everose Gold. Nickname Root Beer, model number 126711CHNR. You know, I've done a lot of GMT Master 2 reviews because I've owned a regular GMT Master 2, black dial, black bezel. I've done the Pepsi, I've done the Batman, as well as the white gold meteorite with a sort of silverish meteorite dial, as well as a full rose gold. Not this partial one, full rose gold a while ago. You know, I love GMT and Masters and travel watches, but today I want to take a look at this model. I feel like this is one of the more overlooked, yet I feel it's one of the most beautiful GMT Masters or two-tone watches of any kind. It's a little bit different. You know, it's not the Pepsi or Batman everyone wants. It's not the basic black one. It's not the full yellow gold, full, you know, rose gold, full white gold. It's kind of sweet spot in the middle. So, you know, pretty standard in terms of, you know, size. I'm not going to go over all of that too much. We all know these Master 2 pretty well. 40 millimeters case, you know, 12.1 millimeter thick, lug to lug 48, lug with a top is about 20. Because this one has gold, it's you know, first impression is a little bit heavier. It's 168.5 grams, 168.5 grams, about 5.91 ounces. So definitely a little bit heavier than the all stainless steel version. Black dial, obviously, you know, black and brown ceramic bezel. Obviously 24 clicks bi-directional because it's a GMT, it's not a diving watch. Black on top. You know, in the video, the black has a little bit of a color, like, you know, not a pure black, but it is a real black. And the brown at the bottom. Very, very beautiful with the black dial and also the gold circled markers and obviously the gold hands of the hour, the minute, second, and the GMT hand, as well as the gold letter GMT Master 2. Move that away so you can see the letter GMT Master 2. It's just beautiful. And one of the reasons I like this watch is because whether it's the regular GMT, the black and black, the Pepsi, you know, the Batman, on the black dial, those watches have basically a very, you know, whether it's the red triangle or blue triangle, with a regular hand, it's not very legible. I mean, that's the one thing I sort of, you know, it's one knock I have against these GMTs. In the dark lighting, even at this angle, you can see, even with a gold hand, that GMT hand is not very visible right here. Right, you can see it's not clear. You know, at the angle, obviously, this gold hand looks much, much legible. So compared to the other GMT Master 2, I feel like the gold and black, I mean, I love gold and black combination. It's a great combination. It just makes it look a little bit more legible, especially in a little bit darker lighting environment. Caliber 3285, it's the same, -2 + 2 seconds per day, 70-hour power reserve, water resistant for pretty much all Rolexes, generally 100 meters, 330 feet, triple lock, 3 dots. I think one of the center dot is slightly bigger, indicating precious metal. You know, the bracelet, traditional Oyster bracelet, the middle part is gold, polished. So again, you know, the shoulder of the case is sort of the nickel finish, but the side is polished. And nickel on the side, polished in the center. Pretty much for most of the Rolex, you know, except the Sub and the Explorer 2, they have all nickel matte finish in the middle. It's the Rolex folding clasp with a safety lock. very secure with a nice Rolex crown. You know, in the back end, there's nothing. I mean, that's just Rolex. And the back end of the bracelet, it's all matte or nickel. Very nice. Now, in terms of operation, I mean, it's pretty simple. You know, to adjust the GMT hand, you just basically move the regular minute hand, the GMT hand, the hour hand will move with you, right? And obviously, I mean, this is a true travel GMT. It's not the so-called office, because you can adjust local hand here independently. So that's how you do it, right? Let's say right now I'm in LA, Los Angeles, 7 a.m. I traveled to New York, landed, it's 10. Let's say, you know, whatever, 10, you adjust whatever the time plus 3. You just 1, 2, 3, right? It's pretty easy to do. So this is a true GMT, obviously. Let me put on my wrist to take a look. My wrist is small, 6.5 inches, 16.5 centimeters. But I'm used to like 40 millimeters watch. I don't mind. I think I can even wear up to 42 for the Explorer 2. If you tighten the bracelet, it doesn't look too bad at all, right? I mean, you can see the end, it doesn't stick up too much. Lug to lug at 48, it's not too bad. If you have a 17-inch, that would be perfect fit, right? I think smaller wrist, you can wear it as well. But because this one has metal, a precious metal, it's a little bit heavier. 168.5 grams, you can feel it, you know, 5.9. It's definitely a little bit heavier than a regular. It's considered one of the, you know, heavier ones. But overall, it looks good. I mean, the side view, it just looks very elegant, right? It's not like screaming, oh, look at my... If it's full gold, I mean, that's a little bit different, right? If it's full gold, it's much heavier. It's probably going to be around 200 grams. But if I were getting this, you know, I would probably... Depends. I will probably replace the bracelet to a true stainless steel, you know, non-polished, like one of those bracelets from the Explorer 2 or Sub. I just hate to see, you know, scratches over on the polished, especially on the gold bracelet here. Or I might even replace the bracelet with a high-end rubber, rubber strap, just to leave the gold, you know, bezel on top, to just add a little bit pop, you know, a little bit color, so it's not just black and silver. Very nice. So the price is $15,250, 15250 in the U.S. Compared to a full stainless steel Pepsi or Batman, which is around 10,550. So this one definitely carries a almost $5,000 premium because of the gold links and the bezel. But on the secondary market, though, the price is pretty close. I think, you know, the price have come down quite a bit now. I mean, the new Pepsi and Batman, brand new in the secondary market from dealers, about 22 to 23. This one, I think you can get a brand new, maybe 23 to 24 from dealer. If it's slightly used, very new, 22, 22 and a half for late model. But if it's 18 to 19, you know, 3-4 years old, you can probably get it for 20 from dealer. Again, you know, when I say dealer, secondhand dealer, you know, full box and paper, everything, right? Everything is included. If you buy from private party, certainly it will be a few, you know, a couple of $1,000s lower for sure. And again, you know, the price of these changes depending on economic conditions, right? I mean, we've already seen significant downward adjustments since April because of the economy, global economy, especially U.S. Taking a little bit recession approach. But in terms of the secondary market price over MSRP, so this one's around 50 to 55% over MSRP, where the Pepsi and Batman, like I said, is still around 110 to 115% over. So, you know, if you're looking for something a little bit different, you know, for the same price, you can get a, you know, partial gold. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful two-tone. Perhaps one of the best beautiful, you know, two-tone of all watches I've seen. Very nice. You know, if it's not because I'm sort of moved from dark black dial to you know, lighter dial, you know, personal taste, I've kind of changed in the last many years. You know, I feel like I'm done with like the black dials. I want to look for silver or white dial for my next GMT. Otherwise, I would have totally considered getting this one. All right, again, this is the GMT Master 2 Oyster Steel under Everose Gold, model number 126711 CHNR, nickname Root Beer. Thanks for watching. Bye.